Hello, good afternoon, traders. Welcome back to my channel, Forex Black Box. Today is 29th of June 2020. I'm looking at S&P 500 now naked without any scratch or anything. Just look at it, basically naked chart. Uh, there is a trend line here, guys. You just keep an eye on it. Will basically popped below the 20 moving average, and that's the second pop below the 20 moving average. So the 20 moving average is your border to know whether or not your trade is working or not. Basically, I was long this morning because on my trade strategy, basically on 1 minute time frame, I was above the 200 moving average and the 20. So basically, I was trading long. There's one of my strategies. If we're above the 20 the 200 moving average, I'm always long, always long. If hold and continue back up momentum, it's basically 1, 2, 3 to a 200 moving average, low time frame, of course, or any time frame. That's when you decide that's actually we are uptrend. If we trading below the 200 moving average, that's indicating a downtrend. In my strategy, that doesn't mean by the book it should be your always think for that way. Think that way. It's basically that's my back testing. That's what's worked for me, and that's why I'm taking decision according to the 200 moving average. It's quite important moving average, daily, weekly, monthly, whatever the case is, even in 1 second. It's indicating whether or not we are down or up. It could also work out with Renko, tick chart, what have you, whatever it is, point and figure, whatever it is you comfortable with, and you see that does give you an edge. That's when you should keep digging in this direction, at this direction. So that's the strategy I'm using. We're above the 200 moving average on a 1 minute time frame. That's why I was long. If we're below it, probably will continue down. So overall on the daily, I'm looking at a trend line been targeted here. So basically that's the angle. That's the normal angle of bearish momentum. We have 1, 2, 3 will confirm. If we break below this point, come back up, retesting again, and we'll go down a little bit more. So there's a bearish momentum going on in the market. Don't forget the coronavirus. It's start to show some momentum, up momentum on the coronavirus, and that's indicating we could really see another wave. About 95% to 96% now. I'm sure that we will see coronavirus second wave. Basically, the market hit this high. If you trade that on daily basis, you see that we kind of stalled here. We couldn't break, we couldn't really go up more. So we're coming back down, but we're coming back down in slow motion because there's still a hope. Maybe there is a cure or whatever, but the market's still holding its ground a little bit. Overall, we have this support. That's what you're looking for. We're looking for this to be broken, close below it, and we pull back, retest. Then probably we're going to take one more leg down. At this point, we will see acceleration. We'll be accelerating down. Sell climax basically. So like a sell climax here, going down fast, coming back up slow. As I told you before, sell it goes faster than buy. You see sell here, buy, hold, flag, continue up, hold, continue up, hold. Is indecision going on and break higher, coming back retest. We try to break high again, but look what happened. We have a strong support for this price to go lower. So I think that's we're gonna break and we'll continue back down. Overall, we'll be looking for A, B, C. So let's see the second wave is gonna hold its ground above 60 or 50% Fibonacci or not. Okay, let me just reveal my drawing here, and that's the level I'm looking for. We have a level here to look for. We have a second leg here to look for. A breakout will be respected. So probably we're gonna go down to the 288 plus or minus, and from there we'll see whether or not we're gonna break this swing here. We have one here, one here, and this two. So in the middle of it could be your target. I'm looking for a 250. I think we're gonna hit it sooner or later as a pullback during the year. So in next maybe months or two, we're gonna see that 250 been retested again. So far we're looking for 1 day bull, 1 day bears. If you trade this sentiment going down, come back up, hold, going down, come back, hold, Probably gonna go down again and hold again until we break more momentum. We see more red than green. Probably that day we're gonna close similar to this day. We're gonna have a wick here, and probably the following day we're gonna have a small one and we'll continue down. So down momentum, it's no confirm, but if coronavirus cases keep climbing, then the market will take risk off sentiment. So also a lot of currency pairs already at the bottom of the chart, and I think that we'll see some support coming to it, like pound Aussie and pound New Zealand and euro Aussie and euro New Zealand. So these four pairs is worth gold, guys. If you trade only one of them, you satisfy. But if you want to trade all of them, it will take time to learn and do it all together at the same time. We see that gold holding its ground very well here. Gold the USD. If you trade gold, that's the famous one, of course. That's the real price for gold by dollar. So kind of like we're building up the flag. So that flag is going to continue down, come back up again, and we'll break halfway. It will not. So we are at the edge of the channel. If you draw a channel here, let me do that quickly. Let's see. Let's just make it by angle. This is a fillet to break higher. Let's make a copy of it and try to the bottom of this and the touch of that level. So we're looking like for a small channel here building up. So in my expectation, I think this is going to come back down middle of the channel, probably going to hold, come back retest again, and maybe halfway of this level will continue back up. If S&P 500 indeed want to go down, even S&P 500 is trying to go down now. Went down overnight, coming back up after US session open, and we still see gold really close to the opening. So there's no much of risk on going in the market. I think risk off is more likely. Even as a dollar a little bit strong, I think we will see gold. It will separate itself from dollar strings and will continue back up. The buy basically override the sellers. Bitcoin coming down, as you can see, we're still inside this zone. We have a failure before here. We have a failure to break low, and we just take this point by crossing by this rejection. Same goes here. We take this point, cross by this rejection, and that's where you build your map or your border, whatever you want to call it. It depends how you want to do your strategy. And we have a three heads up here. Well, we're looking forward to break below this one and continuation down. I think that's what we'll see. It could be, I could be wrong. It could be just come back down here and come back up again for another retest. But remember that dollar is strong for in the situation of risk off because most of hedge fund and everyone at the moment doing now is moving to cash. Okay, so most of the company they move into cash. They have bank account in US. They exchange by dollar. So what happened is dollar it's cashed in. So let's see what's happening here. Also, we're looking here on the daily. We have inside candle on the daily. We're still inside. We're inside candle. So 2 multiplied by 2. We have 3 inside candle is building up a triangle in a small time frame. Also, there's a major move, a flag, a major move. So I think that's what's going to happen with Bitcoin. Very clear signal. It will be confirmed by breaking out of this inside candles, retest, and continuation down with a zigzag form. Uh, Oil sideways, of course. We're still waiting for this confirmation of coronavirus if it's gonna continue or not. So far from this swing to this high, we have a buzz here. We buzzed for a little while. We hold. We did a flag and we'll break higher. If you calculate this measure move to this measure move, probably we achieved it already. Well, after a big momentum back up, sideways until further breakout continuation down, probably if the coronavirus is kicking in. If you go high a little bit, it's not going to last long and things will go continue down. Guys, the fact is the virus is still out there unless there is a news of a vaccine and cheap vaccine. Because I heard some news that expensive vaccine going on at the moment. We're looking for a cheap one and affordable for all company, everybody, all governments. So I don't know about this, but I think that we have held here, we hold here, we hold here, and we struggling to keep up with this momentum. This momentum started here, and we struggling to keep up. Probably pull back, much likely. Then another leg up, down, or a pattern. You'll be looking for a patterns anyway, but at this moment we're above the 20 moving average. I don't recommend you to sell it here now unless you have a big account and you hunting this levels and this next level and the next level, and you're probably going to break even if you're wrong right in the middle somewhere at any pullback. If you want to do that, it's up to you. My strategy is buy above the 20 moving average, sell below the 20 moving average in a bigger time frame. In the low time frame, like 1 minute, I'll be looking for the 200 moving average, between 100 and 200 moving average, but more likely 200 is when the price reacts more. Okay. Um, Looking at dollar index, of course, is holding here. So what happened here, guys? We come back up, come back down. We hold twice here. That's a very famous pattern. I always looking for this one, especially in the bottom of any trend. We're coming back up. We broke the previous swing, and we'll come back down, strong momentum. Buy it back up, all the way up here, and let's see what's going to happen from here. In my expectation, I think we're going to go higher in the next couple of days and probably come back down again, then up again. Momentum, if this momentum indeed want to continue. But that's your first line of exiting dollar pairs. I mean, when you look at this, when you exit your dollar pairs, I was short this morning on pound USD, sorry, euro USD, and that's it's basically come back up here overnight and come back down. If you go lower time frame, see that I shorted around this level at the close this 4 hours and went down and I just exit. I had a good profit and I'm now I put another limit order around this low. If you come back, give me another nose up here, probably gonna be a major move. 1, 2, 3. Then I'll be targeting this level here at this bottom. At this bottom, I will be just stand by on the side until we see the sideways where it's gonna end, up or down. Okay. Guys, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and like and leave a comment, ask me questions. And I'm trying to build this channel with more traders around. And soon I will be doing a live session to answer question and answers. And also I'm working on free course on YouTube. It's not going to be like everything at once. It's going to be sliced to the most important pieces. But I expect you to know more about candlestick and forex, how you trade it. I'm not going to do a course of beginning till end. I'll just do how to back testing, for example, how to identify patterns, what kind of books you could read, what kind of pattern you need to practice on. It's really not easy business, guys. It require a lot of experience, a lot of time in front of your computer, and you do it regularly and seriously. It's not a joke. If you want to make money out of this business, you should take it seriously. I'm basically flat on pound because I have a lot of trade going on in the background. So I'm not really into bound yet. I think bound is looking to go lower. I have one bush here too. I'm looking for a third leg up and we'll continuation back down to the 22. I talked about it before. We're looking at daily. Let's jump to the daily. See that daily is accelerating down. I talked about the first measure move, second measure move, and the third one is almost complete. The 22, it's my target. After that, I expect it sideways, then probably come back up for one more leg. Okay. Pound yen, you see that we're holding ground here for a while, but just come back up, come back down. That's the daily. We're below the 20 moving average. We test it. We've been rejected here. What I'm looking for break below this one, try to come back up again, and we'll continue back down. So it's like slow motion moving. Bound is trying to be strong a little bit, but it's keep pushing down because of yen is strong. Euro no is okay. I think euro pound is down, is up actually because you short in pound, and Aussie. So that's all affected, but we come into a very good support. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a big support coming up on pound Aussie. There you go. I'm looking for this level to hold, but I'm not in it yet. I need to be outside this channel and test the 20 moving average one more time, or maybe below it a little bit. Show me that we broke the level here of the 20 moving average. So if by the time this week continue, if we hold this ground for a few days more, probably it's going to do some consolidation, then we'll break above the 20 moving average. The reason being is if you look in the bigger time frame, on the bigger picture. So where we are, guys, look at that. If I hide everything away, That's a naked trade. That's the best trade. You look at it. That's the first thing you do. Come here on the day weekly. Look where we are. So we have a push down, come back up, slow, very slow before Brexit. It's around Brexit here, right there. That's where Brexit is. Sorry, here, around there. Come back down, come back up at the Brexit level. We sideways, we went down straight away. So there is a support here, become a failure. We have another support here that could hold because this support is more stronger than this one. So we have one here, one here, one here, and that's where you should wait for breakout continuation back up. So on the weekly, we're looking for this 20 moving average, at least to come near the 20 moving average. You see that went down strong, hold a little bit, come near the 20 moving average, and we dropped more lower. Okay. So if we go back to the daily, that's what I'm looking for. We tested. Let me just reset this. Almost we tested the 20 moving average. Almost we tested the 20 moving average. We have a resistance here, and we went down from there. I think that's the leg I'm looking for. As a leg, quick leg come down, come back up, a failure to break lower, and that's what I'm looking for here to break above the 20 moving average. Then I will take it higher. Next, Bow New Zealand, same story, guys. You see that they're following each other like twins. So see that coming back down, hold here, and that's a little bit weaker. So I think New Zealand is more weaker than Aussie, and is holding a little bit here. I'm looking for continuation above the 20 moving average on the daily. Then I will believe that will continue back up. Other than that, I'm not putting any money on it yet. So also there's a trend line here. Probably going to test it here and will continue back up. At least around these levels here. If you want to trade it, it's very strong pairs, move a lot, making tons of money for it if you know how to do it. If you're wrong, it can make you Bora. You could sell your shirt. You have to sell your shirt to survive. So, anyways, pound card coming back up, 20 moving average. See that 20 moving average is playing a very big role on any opportunity, guys. Come near 20 moving average, the price reacting. 20 moving average come back down. Let's see if we're gonna have a 1-2 here, 3, something similar to this. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. I'm not in it as well. I'm out of the market. We're at the bottom. I don't want to short it. Even I don't want to short it if it comes near 20 moving average. Maybe I can short it for maybe 100 pips only, but not more than that. I'm not gonna hold overnight for it. Just the intraday, I exit. Okay, the only trade I think is gonna last. That's where I stay overnight and weeks. Okay, guys, I think this is it. Thanks very much for being here, and guys, please leave a comment, subscribe, like, you know, hit the bell button as well. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks very much. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.